In this episode, we will step into the China-Europe think tank dialogue to see how Hungarian scholars interpret China's 15th five-year plan. Explore how Cambridge anthropologist Alan McFarlane interprets Chinese civilization. Hear from British architectural experts on how Chongqing's unique landscape helps it become a hub for advanced building technologies. Continue following former Seattle Deputy Mayor Bill Stanford as he visits the Chongqing Zoo and Raffles City. And finally, explore the American vlogger, the Futuristic shopping mall that has gone viral overseas. A China-Europe think tank dialogue was recently held at Southwest University of Political Science and Law, where Hungarian scholars engaged in an in-depth discussion with Chinese experts on the 15th five-year plan.
Yes, Alex. Hungarian scholars said Europe is actively exploring opportunities for collaboration within this plan.
Next, let's head to the symposium and listen to the experts' key insights.
China-Europe Cooperation and Prospects under the Belt and Road Initiative China-Hungary Think Tank Experts Symposium was held in Southwest University of Political Science and Law. During the symposium, scholars and experts from China and Hungary shared their insights on the achievements and outlook of China-Hungary cooperation, as well as the challenges faced. Hungarian scholars and experts spoke highly of China's development in green technology and products.
The role of Hungary, which could be very important when it comes to logistics, transportation and trade, but also the successes that we already have had with Chinese investments and generally with the cooperation between our countries. So this new five-year plan, I'm sure that European and Hungarian economists are paying very close attention to it and looking forward to see what Europe's role can be and what opportunities this brings to the table. I think one of the key issues is going to be the green mobility, sustainable economy, and we already have good examples of that. So one of the biggest investments China has made in Hungary is BYD, so the electric car producer, but also a lot of other businesses are present that cooperating with the already existing auto manufacturing expertise of Western companies that are in Hungary. So I think there must be a lot of potential in this field.
In this episode of Dialogue, we bring you a special interview with Professor Alan McFarlane, a renowned anthropologist from the University of Cambridge. Having studied in China for decades, he recently delivered an inspiring talk to the Land Sea Lecture Hall in Chongqing. Let's hear how he uses gentle yet profound language to explain China's ancient yet ever-renewing civilization.
Distinguished anthropologist and historian, Professor Alan McFarlane is Emeritus Professor of Anthropological Science at the University of Cambridge, Fellow of King's College and of the British Academy. Also present is Sarah Harrison, an established historian and archivist. In this conversation, Professor McFarlane reflects on their decades-long engagement with China, his views on individualist and relational civilizations, the impact of artificial intelligence, and what we should do to sustain human creativity and agency.
So, Professor, to kick off our conversation today and also to provide a scope and context for our conversation for the next hour, would you please introduce where did you start this project of trying to learn and understand about China, and eventually what have you realized so far at this point, here and now?
So we came as tourists in 1996 to the old China. We're just there before everything changed. So it was still blue suits and bicycles and shops with very little in them, and really sort of half Mao and half hints of modernity, and found it fascinating. So we came in 2003 for a big expedition right up the Yangtze and so on. And then 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our 20th visit. So we came almost every year from 2002, just not in COVID. And it's completely changed everything I think about. So the answer, very simply, is that China is the most complex, ancient, varied, huge civilization in world history. But it's also the simplest.
When you talk about the English individualism, like you said, you also emphasize heavily on the romantic love, on friendship, and also you think the relational way of Chinese society can also somehow compensate the individualism, the loneliness. But can you explore further, like how would these two ways, these two civilizations, can emerge and perhaps address the current issues?
China is a structural civilization where meaning lies in the relation. So, for example, in Chinese art, the meaning of a little pine tree on a mountain doesn't lie in the picture of a little. It's a pointing to the symbolism of a tree in that position in Tang poetry or in Buddhist philosophy or whatever. So everything is pointing. It's a symbolic, structural, relational civilization, whereas we have an individualistic, realistic after day. China has absorbed in a miraculous, extraordinary way a huge amount of Western thought, institutions, law, economy, science. I mean, Max Weber, well, he may be right. He said if China ever embraces science, it will no longer be China. Some element of truth in that, but it has embraced our legal systems, our private property, our educational systems, everything. So China has learned very, very fast, very smoothly how to absorb, but it hasn't lost.
Built among mountains, Chongqing has become a focus of global architectural interest. At the UK-China Green and Sustainable City Development Workshop, experts noted that the city's unique topography inspires innovative design solutions.
British architects' representatives highlighted Chongqing's geographical and infrastructural advantages, which are helping it become a major center for advanced building technology.
From green design to smart construction, let's explore how Chongqing is leading the evolution of architectural innovation.
From Chongqing to London, two cities, oceans apart, bound by a shared commitment to a greener future.
Because I've just spent the last 10 years developing technologies for globalization of manufactured engineered building stock, the greatest opportunity we have here in Chongqing is the utilization of the system for the ASEAN countries and for the rail system into Germany to deliver engineered manufactured building stock as a kit of parts. So I see Chongqing as a distribution center for advanced technologies in housing stock. We're now engaging with a number of companies, small enterprise to large companies like China Rail, and looking to collaborate Chinese business with not only UK business, but a global business in the distribution of a kit of parts as manufactured solutions into the market.
There are similarities but great differences between the way China and the UK approach both the policy in these areas and the implementation of that policy. For example, China through a series of 5-year national plans and the UK through a different type of system because of our politics. The timelines are quite different. But we're absolutely on the same page as far as reducing carbon and increasing well-being of people are concerned. So it's great to be back here. This conference is, I think, really good, helping us develop new friendships, to revive existing relationships and plan what we need to do ahead.
In the previous episode, we followed former Seattle Deputy Mayor Bill Stanford's visit to Chongqing. This time, we continue his journey as he recalls 4 decades of friendship between the two sister cities.
He revisited Chongqing Zoo and Raffles City, Chongqing, retracing the city's remarkable transformation.
Let's follow this old friend once more and feel the enduring friendship that has lasted nearly half a century.
Well, I came here to the zoo in 1985, Zoo Exchange. But when we were here, the they took the mayor and myself into the panda exhibit with baby pandas, and then one baby panda started eating the mayor's shoe. So I told the mayor his shoe must be made out of bamboo.
Bill has a special place in his heart for the Chongqing Zoo. Years ago, he helped arrange a pair of golden snub-nosed monkeys to move from Chongqing to the Seattle Zoo. And he's been talking ever since about wanting to visit the place again.
But while we had the loan of the pair of golden monkeys, they had a baby in Seattle. So I decided to have some fun with the zoo director from Chongqing. So I told him that the baby was born in America, so it was American citizen, and we had given the baby an American passport. It was not our policy to separate baby from parents, so we would send the baby back. Goodbye, 谢谢, 谢谢, and thank you. Thank you. Good night.
Over the past 40 years, both sister cities have undergone tremendous change. Seattle has transformed from a heavy industrial town into a hub of innovation and technology, while Chongqing has risen from its mountain valleys into a modern metropolis of soaring skylines.
Chongqing was always one of the few places that I always considered special in cities that we were building relations with. The biggest change you see here is all the tall buildings. I mean, when I first arrived, there probably wasn't very few buildings over a few floors.
The idea Bill once brought back from Chongqing, the creation of the Seattle Chinese Garden, has also taken root and entered a new phase of growth.
Today, given some of the national issues, that it's even more important that we at the city government or city level work to educate Americans about China and a better understanding of the Chinese people and Chinese culture. And also, you got to remember that Seattle area has a large Chinese American population, so it's important also to educate non-Chinese about their neighbors, the history of where their neighbors come from and what their culture is.
Recently, TikToker creator Sam Tyler posted a video of his visit to Chongqing's The Ring shopping park. His amazed reaction to the mall's futuristic design has garnered over 20 million views.
That's right, Alex. I saw it too. In the video, Sam marvels at the indoor botanical garden, especially the floating trees and cascading plant waterfalls, calling them truly extraordinary.
It seems Chongqing has added yet another attraction that's astonishing the world. Let's explore this futuristic mall through Sam's lens. That's all for today's episode. Thanks to everyone for watching, and thanks to Piyumi for her wonderful insights.
Thanks, Alex, and thank you all for tuning in. We'll bring you more stories from Chongqing next time.
Let's meet showcasing new Chongqing to the world. I'm your host, Alex. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
And I'm Piyumi. Bye-bye.